Hello and welcome to Harmony Music. I am Craig Harmon. You will notice that my background today is just slightly different than before. I am at a hotel in Dallas as I'm getting ready for a conference tomorrow, and that's the topic for this video today is on conferences and the benefits of them. Um, we always have opportunities to go to conferences. In my case, I'm allowed the opportunity to go to one conference per year, paid for by my congregation that I serve as music director. Um, and my role takes on a lot of different things, whether it's choir director, handbell director, organist, wide variety of musical things that I need information, tools, techniques on. So, how do you find a conference that fits your needs? In my case, I'm actually in Dallas for the Choristers Guild conference, and they do a great job of providing a wide variety of resources for people in my shoes. But finding the right thing for you, whether you're worship leader, band director, choir director, those are so important. And what you get out of them is really essential. And I have a list of a couple things to share with you as to why I think they're so beneficial. The first is that you get new ideas, tips, and tools. Last year, I went to the Texas Music Educators Conference and sat in on a presentation on how to use the iPad in a classroom. That was something that was completely off my radar because I didn't own an iPad. I didn't know anything about an iPad. But after that presentation, I wanted an iPad because I could see the benefit of using that as an educator, using that in the classroom. So having those ideas, just taking different techniques, different tips on running a rehearsal with maybe just a little bit of a different bend. I remember last summer I was in a conference that the presenter talked about as a handbell choir director utilizing a silent rehearsal where you as the director do not talk. You gesticulate everything. And I thought that was fascinating, and I still haven't ever tried it yet, but I definitely want to because I think that could be a really beneficial way to connect with my handbell ringers on a different level. So there's lots of things that you can gain out of those. The next thing is just being refreshed, having that opportunity because we are so busy to take that opportunity. That's why I appreciate this conference because it's in January, right after the really busy Christmas season and after you're kind of starting to gear up for what's coming up with Lent and Easter in a few months. So it's a great opportunity to be refreshed. Great opportunity to connect with other musicians, to network, to realize that you're not alone in what you're doing. I think all too often we feel like we're kind of isolated, kind of on an island that we feel like our struggles are our own. Serving in a smaller church, it's been so helpful for me to find other people that are struggling in big churches just as much in small churches on how to get people involved in their music ministry. Not that that's a good thing because that definitely is something we want to work on, but it helped me to realize that it's not my fault. It's not just me that's facing this challenge. That it is a greater issue, whether it's across denominational lines, across church size lines. That really helped, and so it was a great opportunity to connect with other people, to network again, to say, what are you doing that's a little bit different? How can we follow up? How can we work together? And finally, it's that option to bring your group with you. That's a little bit more of a cost challenge, but if you're able to, if there's a specifically targeted choral or handbell conference seminar type of thing, to be able to bring your group could be such a great opportunity to bring the group closer together. Obviously, cost is a challenge, so in that case, you want to look for different clinician type things that would be better suited for the group. But if you're a leader of other areas, encouraging those other leaders to come with you. If, for example, you're a music director in a larger church and you have a children's choir director and a handbell director, take them along to a conference so that way you can connect with them. You can find out from them what they're learning. and you can encourage them, and you can be encouraged by them as well. So there's a lot of different things, a lot of benefits that come out of conferences. Obviously, for every situation, it depends on your budget personally, or whether or not your congregation or school, or whatever entity you work for is going to cover that cost, because it can be a little bit of a cost challenge, whether it's with travel, whether it's with accommodations. Definitely something to keep in mind as you prepare. But on my Facebook page and on my website, I actually asked some questions about, do you go to conferences, and is that a benefit to you? And I'd love to hear back from you. So definitely check out my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Harmony Music, HARMANNY Music. My Twitter handle is the same thing, at Harmony Music. And also my website is www.harmonymusic.com. And on there's a forum, and there's an opportunity for you to interact with me and interact with one another as well. I definitely thank you for watching, and hope you are refreshed and benefit from conferences.